Okay, I'm going to be reading from People Are Funny for my students who are studying this book. The Americans. Winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. Americans consider themselves friendly. In fact, they think they are the friendliest people in the world. To show how friendly they are, they give powerful handshakes, address people by their first names as soon as they meet, and ask personal questions. In order to break the ice or get strangers to open up, they will suddenly reveal private, even intimate information about themselves and their families. An American businessman meeting a Japanese businessman for the first time might open the conversation as follows. Say, Hiroshi, my first wife was an alcoholic. My second turned out to be a lesbian, but I'm pretty happy with my third. How about you? Are you married? You wonder what they will say when they really get to know you. In any event, most of these conversational questions are meaningless. Americans have almost no curiosity. They do not ask you personal questions in order to get to know you. The private information and questions are meant to be friendly. Americans are skilled at making friends without friendship. Americans are sure that everybody likes them simply because they come from America, the greatest country in the world. They know America is the greatest country in the world because everybody wants to go there. Everybody wants to go there because America has two things everybody wants: democracy and limitless opportunities to shop. Americans know that their form of government is the best in the world. They also know that where other countries have art, music, literature, and philosophy as the basis of their culture, America has created a culture of consumerism. It would astonish the average American to be told that there are things more important than buying and selling. The entire country is up for sale. There is nothing you cannot buy. You can buy the White House for 8 years. Americans like to say that money can't buy happiness, but only the truly insane believe that. If money can't really buy happiness, why is everybody working so hard to get it? There is a paradox at the heart of the American self-image of the greatest country. If America is the best, the richest, the strongest country in the world, why does everyone need a gun in order to protect himself? Whom are Americans afraid of? Cuba? Estonia? If you ask a gun owner, protect yourself from what? You will get the reply, from people who have guns, of course. This ridiculous and irrational response makes a lot of sense to many Americans. The average American knows his form of government is the best in the world. He hates the government itself. He thinks that all the agencies that are meant to protect him, the FBI, the police, the military, the president, Congress, the CIA, are in fact trying to take away his freedom by means of stupid laws. Laws such as speed limit, laws such as paying taxes, laws against having sex with your own children. All of the people in the agencies he hates have guns, including the president. So, Joe America needs his guns to defend himself and his family. Naturally, with all those guns lying around, someone is bound to get hurt. About 40,000 people a year are shot and killed. Every now and then, children shoot children, and the nation is shocked. Yet, tobacco is more regulated than guns. That is because tobacco is dangerous. It kills people. According to gun owners, guns don't kill people. People kill people. No one has ever suggested that people with guns kill people. It has been said that violence is as American as apple pie. However, Americans do not think of themselves as violent people. This may be true. While they may not be violent themselves, they are certainly connoisseurs of violence. You have only to look at the blood and gore on American television and count the bomb explosions in American films to see the truth of this. This love of the spectacle of violence extends into American sports. In physical education class, American children are taught that it doesn't matter if you win or lose, it's how you play the game. This slogan is the essence of sportsmanship. The game itself is more important than the players and the result. Don't believe it. Americans don't. In the real world of sports, winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. American athletes are told to play to win. Is anyone told to play to lose? At the start of a football game, the commentators get excited that these teams have come to play. You might think that the commentators were afraid that the players had come to bake cookies. What they mean is that the players are pumped up and will do all they can to injure each other. Even baseball has brawls, not to mention ice hockey. Players and coaches, even teams, are bought and sold like everything else in America. Players and coaches are not bought because of their sportsmanship. They are bought because they win. And if they fail to win, they are sold at a loss. Thus, American sports, especially football, come to resemble war. Though no one is killed, many are injured. It is only their protective equipment that keeps football players from being killed. Americans boast of being individuals. They say that they prize individuality. Children are taught that the country itself was created by individualism. Most of the people chosen to represent the ideal of individualism are or were entrepreneurs. Bill Gates, Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, Jeff Bezos. In other words, we get back to buying and selling. If, in fact, individualism is the American ideal, why do we see so little of it in America? Everybody wears the same clothes. Whatever is in all over the country. Whether you are a San Francisco lawyer or a Tulsa farmer, you will be wearing Tommy Hilfiger this year. So will your wife, and so will your children. Your mother and father will probably be wearing Tommy too, just to show that they are with it. There are big bucks in brand names. Everybody eats the same food. Where else but America can you find 10 different brands of franchised hamburgers, all of them looking and tasting the same? The same is also true for pizza and chicken and coffee and donuts. Food has become standardized so that Americans can feel secure about eating wherever they go. They know they will not starve to death when they take a vacation anywhere in the world, except perhaps Italy. An American will visit Tokyo, London, Paris, or Cologne and feel that America is truly the greatest country in the world, for there will be all of his favorite food franchises and clothing brands. His American heart will fill with pride at having brought true civilization to the world. In other words, the culture of American consumerism. The end. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.